I really want to dive in today about the daily things that you need to be doing in order for you to be scaling your business, because I know that you have got that goal of getting to 10k months. Now, you can get quite confused with this, and I hear this like, what's the one thing that you did, Tash, in order for you to hit 10k months? And I'm like, no, you're not getting it. This isn't about one thing. I didn't just do one thing which then scaled my business to this level. I done small things consistently. And they may sound really kind of like, but this is what I call the compound effect. When you're doing something and you're literally continuously doing something, and then there's small things, it's like going to the gym. If you're going to the gym and you're continuously doing the reps, you're continuously eating clean, you're continuously showing up, you're lifting the weights, it's like you can't not but get the results. So it's exactly the same when it comes to your business and scaling that. So I want to go through the 4 non-negotiables that you need to be doing every single day in your business in order for you to be hitting 10k months, right? Let's just dive straight in. Number 1, it's the inner work, the subconscious work. This is, I'm going to say this probably from all 4 of them, but out of all 4, this is number 1, hence why it's at the top. This is like on the top of the leaderboard. Like, you need to be making sure that you are doing this subconscious work every single day. So you're shifting through the stories, the old narratives, the stuck emotions, the thoughts, the beliefs, the patterns. All of those you need to be shifting through, because they are pesky, they are sneaky. The way they can kind of creep up, and you're doing something and you're feeling really great, and then all of a sudden that limiting belief comes in. It's like, and you're like, ooh, right? So you want to be able to have those tools and techniques that are shifting you through that, so that they are not living rent-free in your mind. Because let's be fair, if you had a house and it was a property, it was an investment property, and you put that out there and you had 5 people come and join. Well, it's an investment property. You wouldn't let those 5 people live rent-free in your house, would you? It's a business. That's not how it works. Well, then why are you letting these thoughts, these beliefs, these stuck emotions live rent-free in your mind? Because that is what's stopping you from scaling your business. The way you are showing up every day, the same thoughts, patterns that are going through your head over and over and over and over again. You need to be able to shift them, because by shifting them, then we need to create an identity. An identity of a CEO badass is what I like to call her. And once you then can shift into this identity, because I want you to see it as this, we're vibrating here, right? And the fact you've got this desire to scale your business to 10k months, that means that in another field, another quantum, there is another vibration of your higher self that is already living, having, doing all the things that you desire right now. So you desire to scale your business to 10k months so that you can work 4 days a week and spend 1 day off having spa treatments. Or maybe you want to work part-time and spend part-time looking after the kids and part-time doing the business. Whatever it is. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to go and live in Bali, or go and buy the house in Ireland. Like, whatever it is for you, there is a version of yourself, your higher self, that is already living that. She's already there. That is why you have that desire. It hasn't just been plucked out of thin air. You have that desire because you are already on a different dimension, already living that. So it's already happened for you, okay? And that's what we want to do is, you want to create a known, so that when you do hit the 10k, of course you're going to be excited and be like, woo! But it's also going to be that known feeling, because you have practiced, you've rehearsed all this subconscious work so much, the identity of someone that is making 10k, how she's feeling, how she's thinking, how she's living, what she's achieved, like all of that, you've rehearsed it so much. So when it happens, it's like a bit like deja vu, a bit like, oh yeah, I thought this was going to happen, and yeah, right? That's where you want to get to. So the subconscious work is an absolute non-negotiable. Every single day before I do anything, I get up. Now, I get up at 5 o'clock. It doesn't mean that you need to do that, but I do, because I know I want to do the work before the house wakes up, right? And when you've got a 3.5-year-old, a husband, 2 ducks and a dog, all that needs to kind of be sorted before you even think about doing work, then the subconscious work needs to happen first. So it's the first thing that I kind of do, then I work out, then the house wakes up. So that's the first thing. So have a look at what you are and aren't doing right now to working on yourself, to working on that higher version of yourself, so you're stepping into that identity of her. Number 2, checking in with your current clients that you have currently got. I see so many entrepreneurs get so sidetracked onto getting in new clients, which is great, but that's one part of the business. The second part, hence why the first part of this triangle is you. The second part is your current clients, the clients that you already have right now. You want to be serving them. You want to be giving them the best, incredible delivery of service that you possibly can. I always love to undersell and over deliver. I always love when I can delight my clients and be like, oh, we get this and oh, this, and I didn't know this was happening. This is so incredible. Like, that's for me really, really important. So whether that's in your membership, whether that's in your group program, whether that's in your one-on-one, I really want you to get laser focused on this triangle. So you first, and then we're serving the clients that we've already got, okay? That could be answering questions maybe that have come up in your membership if this is the day that you normally do it. Maybe it's tapping into your one-on-ones to make sure that if they need any proofreading for their sales pages, maybe if they've got like a little bit of a blip come up or a limiting belief that's come up and we need to help shift it. Maybe it's checking out the wins channel, and I'm always like screenshotting my clients' wins so then I can share them, right? So you really the first part is you, and the second part is checking in and serving your clients. Now the third part is posting consistently. Now something I do is I post consistently every single day on social media. That is my engine. That is what gets me my clients to come in. So I am going to focus. This is my marketing, and huge part of your business is your marketing, your sales need to come from your social media. Now the two sites that I use are TikTok and Instagram. My team repurposes over to YouTube, in and out of Threads and LinkedIn, right? But they're my two main focuses, IG and TikTok. So you want to be making sure that your content that's going out, that you're posting every day, is attracting new people into your world. So they're building your audience. The second part is they're connecting. You've got pieces of content that go out that actually connect with your audience. And then the third part is actually converting. So you're then converting your followers into paying clients. That is what your content should be doing for you. You create the content, you put it out. That when you match that with the algorithm, that is what pushes it out to the most dreamiest ideal clients. So how many times you post isn't the most important thing. One of my new clients, I said to her, okay, so what's the content strategy you're using at the moment? She's like, so I post 3 times a day on TikTok and twice on Instagram. And I'm like, okay, great. You've now told me your frequency. But what's your actual strategy? She's like, that is my strategy. How many times? I was like, no, that's how many times you're posting. But what's your strategy into what you are posting? Because, listen, your girl could post 10 times on TikTok and 50 times on Instagram. But if it's actually not growing your audience, it's not connecting and it's not converting, then it's a waste of your goddamn time. Like, there is no point. You might as well not post. And that's a big statement, but you might as well not, because otherwise you don't have a strategy. You're just posting for the sake of posting it. You're just kind of chucking up spaghetti on the wall and kind of just hoping it works. That you need a strategy to that. So every single day, without fail, I am posting on my social media. Now, when I say consistently, this is what works for me. Everybody's different, okay? I have got clients that don't post every single day, but the content they post out is so in tune to their ideal clients. It makes their ideal clients literally slide straight up into their DMs. So it's not about how many times you're posting. It's about the strategy behind what you are posting. That is so, so important. Now, TikTok has a very different algorithm to Instagram, like they all do. So kind of the sweet spot between TikTok is like 1 and 3 times. Instagram, you can just do 1. And like I mentioned, I've got clients that don't post every day. They post, got one client that does Monday to Friday, and I've got another client that does Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I feel like Sunday. Yeah. So it's more about the consistency behind the quality of what you're putting out. That's so important. And the fourth thing is selling on stories. Okay? Because when we think about our feed, for example, on Instagram, it isn't so much selling. You really want to be giving tons of value. You want to be really getting them to use something that I teach my clients is content codes. Like, we have codes for content of what you to put out. Now, where the selling really goes down is on your stories. Okay? That really deepens the connection. Anyone that is going from your feed onto your stories, they're very, very warm. So what you put out there, they're very likely to wanting to be here. They're on your stories for a reason. They want to see the behind the scenes. They want to see you. They want to see life behind the business. Like, my audience love when when I put up things about Penelope. They love when I put up things about Sans and what I'm eating. I'm going out on date night, and they love all of that. So for me, it really deepens our connection of when you're on my stories, because you kind of just see a lot more of like Tash rather than just like the feed content. So every day I post, I'm selling on stories. Now, you are a business and businesses sell. Just like Pretty Little Thing doesn't apologize for emailing you every single day. Just like Harrods, Topshop, oh no, Topshop doesn't even exist anymore, River Island, Next, like think of any of the department stores, Macy's, that Target, they don't go, oh, we made X amount of money today, so we're not going to sell. And oh, we sold yesterday, so we're not going to sell today. Oh, it's the weekend, so I'm not going to sell. No, you're a business. You're a business, so you always keep your shop window open. Like what I always say to my clients is, do you want to make money today? Do you want to change lives today? Yeah. Well, then get on stories and sell. It's as simple as that. Are there stories that I put up that people don't buy on? Absolutely. Are there stories that I put up and they sell? Yeah, like hotcakes. So it isn't part of my identity that if I post this and somebody doesn't buy, I'm not going to do that again. It's like, no, this is tenacity. This is the no matter what attitude. We go for this. Like, we're a business and we keep running with the business rather than this whole stopping and starting that I see so many people doing. It's like, do you know how much harder it is to build the momentum to actually keep going? It's so much easier if you just kept going rather than start. It's like when you go on holiday and let's say you've been clean, you've been balanced, weekends you have more, more wine and more takeouts and more dinners out, and in the week you're really kind of a lot more clean. Then you go on holiday and every day's obviously you're on holiday, so you're like, yeah, wine, sangria, paella, like all of the things. Then when you get back, it's so much more harder, isn't it, to then start eating clean again and get back into the exercise if you haven't exercised all week. So what's best is like to keep that momentum going, selling every day, posting every day. Like, to me, this is just my non-negotiables. And really, can I just be honest and frank here? Like, if you're like, I don't have time to do this, then what are you doing in your day? Like, what are you doing in your day if these are the things that are actually going to move the needle in your business? Working on yourself, serving your clients, posting content and selling. Like, if you're not doing it, like, what are you doing then? What are you so busy doing that you don't have the time to do this? Because if you're so busy serving your clients, you're being inundated with new clients, you're making the money that you want to be making, you're scaling every single day and every single month, there's more growth, and you're selling, then guess what? It's because you're doing these things. That's why it's happening, okay? So just as Pretty Little Thing doesn't stop emailing you, I want you to be thinking about, go through this list and be like, am I selling every day? I actually have a tracker where I track and I'm like, I've done my subconscious work, I've posted my content. Now, if this is going to help you just to keep on track, and to me, I love just organization, love highlights and ticking things, so it's definitely a part of that. But I sell multiple things on stories all of the time because my product suite supports that. Now, for example, for you may just want to focus on your signature offer. Now, it will never get boring, and it will only get boring if you're saying the same thing every day. If you're saying the same thing every day, if you're copy and pasting, just using the same templates that you put up yesterday, expecting just because you sold one more time that somebody else will buy, then that's what's stagnant. That's what we need to change up. Because when you are thinking about being creative, being original, how you can stand out, when you're infusing your personality into your stories, that's when people are engaging. That's when people want to follow the journey. That's when people go, oh yeah, I love the sound of this. And infusing what it is. For me, I love music. I love, my branding's always on, like, it's always infused into everything that I'm selling. I love excitement. I love face to camera talking. Like, I like to change things up again. I know exactly how to change the energy. I know how to change the state. I know how to get somebody to go from like watching, because it'll get boring. Think about when you're looking at stories and you've got to the end of people's stories, why have you got there? Because I don't really have much of a, when people say, oh, people drop off from the first story to the seventh story. I don't really have that. Yes, there's lesser people, but it's not a huge drop off. And people will say, oh, when I start selling, people drop off. Well, it's because you don't sell enough. and they're like, whoa, they're a bit confused because they're just not used to seeing this from you. Because I don't really experience that. And the way I see it is anybody that drops off wasn't meant for that offer anyway then. And anyone that's got to the end has got to the end because they're more qualified to come into that offer. That's the way I see it. So it's kind of like that person's doing me a favor. I make it mean nada about me and my business and my success. I'm here to change freaking lives. So if that means I show up every single day to share that, that's what I'm going to freaking do, right? You want to take your followers on that journey for that particular offer. So go through this checklist and be like, right, every single day, am I doing my subconscious work? Have I checked in and served my clients? Have I posted on Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is? And am I selling daily? Ask yourself that. Now, I want to ask you this because I am looking for 5 go-getting powerhouses that are ready to focus the next 3 months on scaling their business to be getting more sales, skyrocket their Instagram, and stepping into the identity of someone who makes 5 multi-5-figure months because it's who she is. Simple. So if this is you have an online business, you're an online service provider, or you're a coach, an expert, a content creator, something like that, where you offer a service online and you are go-getting a powerhouse, someone that's like, yeah, I'm ready to freaking do this, and you want to make more sales, like you're already right now making sales in your business, you're already signing clients, but you want to more, you want to create that next freaking level, then I want you to send me a DM with the word power and let's have a chat because I've got something right up my sleeve for you. Now remember, you are a freaking badass. Yes, you are, and that won't change. See you next time. Next week, same place, next time, next week, all the same. Bye-bye.